32.
First set, Alexandra Eala to serve. Break.
And Eala to get us underway. Good rally to get them going, get moving. She keeps down very low when she hits the ball. Really gets right underneath it, Eala. Sure how many grass courts, if any, are laid back in her home country of the Philippines. But I tell you what, she really likes it. She went up to the Priory Club at Edgbaston and played what's called a WTA 125. Sits just below tour level and won it. Was at the Queen's Club, made the last 16 there. By a sliver, only just. That was another super rally. I mean, they're both going at it right from the start. I think Swiatek very aware of how good her opponent is. Yeah. Because Eala also went over to Berlin. There's a whole sort of grass court circuit in Europe now. Made the semi-finals and on her way to the semis beat the former Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina. I think the only thing to watch out for with Eala is the second serve speed is not high, so Swiatek might be creeping up the court and really going after it. Well, here's a player who knows what she's doing everywhere on the court. I mean, a made-up shot there, but she sneaks back in, and then she's just waiting. She anticipates so well. She is right at home on the grass and this centre court. Alexandra was born in Quezon City, the most populous in the Philippines, and its nickname is City of Stars. That's what it means. And she is a mega star back home. I think it's about 8:30 in the evening, and the country will stop to watch her play on the centre court. That's really fast from Swiatek to get up to this, and then good balance afterwards for the volley out in front.
Not where she'd choose to be.
Not, no. But dealt with it well.
And she's earned herself an early break point here.
Surprised that Swiatek didn't get after that second serve. That was right on her racket.
Lovely to be joined by Anne Kyothevon, former British #1, captain of the Billie Jean King Cup team, and I think this is one of the most anticipated third round matchups that we've got in this bottom half of the draw.
It sure is, given their head to head.
Eala.
Well, pace for pace, they're very well matched so far within the point. Doesn't look nervous at all, does she?
No, well, she came out here 12 months ago and took on the defending champion and nearly caused a huge upset. She won the first set against Barbora Krejcikova a year ago, and she's won her opening service game here against this year's defending champion.
First game.
And I wonder how many of her countrymen and women are watching on the hill. Those that have got ground passes. As you said, her first match was on court 12, and it was absolutely packed because the Filipino diaspora is quite something, isn't it?
Oh, it really is. It's fantastic, the atmosphere in that first round, honestly. So it's just really good. And she just copes with it all very well because, you know, everybody follows her, don't they, from the country.
Yeah, she just seems to have taken all the attention in her stride and really embraced it. And yeah, she is a player who needs to be on a show court for every match she plays.
I think this will be quite something for Swiatek to deal with, actually.
Iga Swiatek to serve.
Well, made that look pretty simple. There's been a few double faults from Swiatek already in this competition, so Sometimes I think the rhythm just goes off a bit.
Really, Iala was on the opposite side of the court. Doing anything over the net and in the court to the space would have got the job done.
Got there in the end. Defending champion working very hard out here in this opening 10 minutes or so.
Well, she's having to. There's a lot of balls coming back at her. She's ready for anything here. She wants to get on with it, doesn't she? Swiatek, she's ready to serve. So both women safely aboard at the start of this third round encounter. Gorgeous day. What a week it's been. With more to come. Yeah.
It's going to get warmer.
Tactically, how is she planning to play out here, would you suspect?
Yeah, Eala. Well, I think she's going after it at the moment, and she's being very aggressive and really trying to take it to Swiatek. It's just that forehand. Can she keep the control as she's ramping up the pace?
In Swiatek's first round match against another lefty, Taylor Townsend, we saw a lot of errors coming off her racket, off that forehand wing. She wasn't happy with it. However, she did strike it a lot better against Pliskova in the second round. Completely different matchup though that. Pliskova, hard flat ball striker. Townsend was throwing different balls, giving her different looks. I do think in this match, if Eala can pressure that forehand wing of Swiatek, get into her head, force some errors off that side, then she could be onto something. And we know how well she loves to strike that backhand of hers, particularly cross-court. But as you said, Joe, if she can keep up the ball speed on her forehand and pressure Swiatek with that, And she could be onto something, but the question is whether she can keep it up.
Can she? It's interesting as a lefty because, you know, a lot of lefties can tweak the ball around. She's a flat hitter. She's not quite like that. She's more sort of Kvitova-like, I think.
And she will not be intimidated out here. This is a young player. She was a junior champion at the US Open a few years ago. Turned 21 in May. That has had 6 top 10 wins to her name. As I mentioned, has beaten Rebecca and Elina Svitolina, 2 top 10ers on grass a couple of weeks ago. This is a serious challenge to the defending champion. If Eala can perform at the required level.
Making sure of the last shot, having got Eala on the run. They're both such great athletes. I mean, the way they move on the grass, they put in so many steps.
Wasn't she, in that point, trying to apply pressure into the Swiatek forehand?
Yeah, she's definitely targeting it.
Well, had to fend off a break point in her opening service game. Has to do exactly the same right here. Champion.
Swiatek leads 2-1, first set.
Iga has it's been quite a disrupted year on the coaching front, but now working with Francisco Roig, who was really with Nadal his entire career, and training at Rafa Nadal Academy as well.
Yeah, that was a surprise, but you know, sometimes a change like that in the coaching staff, even though they might be giving you the kind of same ideas, you hear it from someone else slightly differently. So you never know with you know, champions like this. I mean, she's already won 6 Grand Slams, but just little tiny tweaks here and there. And I think Rafa's been watching her practice, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, I'd love to know who Rafa's supporting in this match, because Alexandra Eala also trains at the Rafael Nadal Academy and has done since she was a young teenager. So he has been very involved in the background with her tennis, helping the lefty serve,
and apparently having lots of lunches with Iga. So yeah, I think he might have to remain neutral if he's watching back in Mallorca.
Thank you. Players are ready.
looked a little awkward.
A couple of times has lost at this stage at the championships. 4 years ago to Elise Cornet, the French woman, in the third round when she was on that 7:37 run winning streak, and then a couple of years ago to Yulia Putintseva. Both those times actually that time from a set-up.
She got the rocket head right through that shot. I think sometimes he sort of comes up and back, a bit like Rafa actually, he comes back over her head and the ball doesn't go anywhere, but this one straight through.
You both talked about that Eala is a lefty and Iga had a lefty in the first round in Teletans and how awkward that is. But actually, I had a look at her record against lefties at tour level and above. And Iga is 35 wins against tour lefties, only 4 losses. And one of those was to Eala. That was the last one. That's the last lefty she lost to in March of 2025 at the Miami Open. So, I don't think left. I don't know. Seems to like a lefty. We shall see.
She was going to pounce on that return, given her court position right on the baseline. She took that so early. Very little take back on that backhand.
So a chance here for the immediate break back.
Ooh, she didn't quite let fly on that one though.
30-40.
Sometimes against these top players, you've just got to take that chance when you've got the break point. But that's better. I mean, she needed to go after that.
Yeah.
Second serve, it was hanging there, right in the zone.
Watched on by Mum and Dad Mike on the right there, giving her support, and Mum, Rosemary, or Riza, as she's no former actually national swimmer for the national team back in the Philippines. Oh yes.
There's a bit of hesitation there from Swiatek. She didn't quite commit to the drive volley. A smart return from Eala. Buying herself time there, off the court.
Eala's, she's a step inside that baseline. Will she try to go for it again?
And she's got that break back. What a fascinating start.
Eala.
There's a big hesitation, isn't there, from first to the second serve from Swiatek. As she's sort of trying to build up to that second serve. It's quite tense.
Seen so many different service motions from Iga Swiatek over the years, and it was one of the first things Francisco Roy tried to address when they first started working together.
Yes, Francisco would have literally watched Alexandra grow up as a tennis player at the Nadal Academy. She was never actually worked with him directly. She's working with Juan Bosch, who is a very well-known coach in that part of the world.
Ball speed and excellent depth from Eala.
I think she can sense the space on the court so well when the opponent's moving Swiatek. She's very good at putting away those balls. Tennis from Eala, wasn't it? It really was. I mean, she got in so quickly. Swiatek couldn't believe she was at the net. Yes, another famous referee would have loved that last point.
It didn't ever look like she was going to execute that drop shot.
You could see it coming a mile off because she already had that racket face set for a drop shot and she didn't do anything with it.
But isn't it wonderful that she's prepared to try? And she is winning points in so many different ways out here. This is a big problem for Iga if Eala can keep this up.
Good counterpunch by Swiatek, using the pace.
The skin of Iga Swiatek. And again, applying pressure, going fast and deep into the Swiatek forehand, forcing the error off that wing.
first set were back on serve, but a fascinating start.
Eala leads 3-2, first set.
It appears that Alexandra is coping with being a megastar back home. And I heard a story that when she won the US Open Juniors, which was 3 or 4 years ago, the media request the next day to her management company, and the manager, their agent Carter Lynn was there, was as if she'd won the main event. There was over 100 media requests. I mean, absolutely extraordinary.
Wow. I mean, that's a lot to deal with, at that age, isn't it? And I think, everywhere she goes, there are cameras following her, people wanting a part of her, the autographs and everything, interviews. So, yes, I think she's learnt quickly how to deal with it.
I think she's had to. But she seemed a very balanced and cheerful and well-adjusted young woman who is very aware of representing her country throughout. There isn't a single other female tennis player on the rankings from the Philippines.
Wow.
And only a few men who are in the thousands. So she's out on her own. She's made that.
She can do just about anything, can't she, out here? I mean, she flattens these kind of shots off, she can get the angles, can come to the net, can play drop shots. The whole lot. She's done a great job of playing this match on her terms. Just sense some frustration from Swiatek.
Yeah, she's not used to being on the back foot, is she?
Just
15-30.
first serve percentage needs to be way higher from Swiatek. She's just under such pressure from that second serve return.
Yeah. First serve percentage currently at 41%.
Ooh. Where should it be?
It should be in the 60s.
Oh, yes.
Finding the angle somehow for the pass.
Better there from Swiatek.
40-30.
Finding the width, constructing the point well. Down to first serve, which helps.
Yes, well, it does. It puts her in such a better position for that kind of shot.
Again,
Very well from the 30.
Three games all, first set.
Yeah. both of them going to have a little think about the next game. I would question why Swiatek isn't moving further up for returning the second serve. Just watching her, she's still quite far behind the baseline. Obviously for first serve you're going to be standing there. Let's see if she moves forward, but she's just holding her ground there, so it's not very threatening.
Doesn't have the spinniest of serves, and certainly not the most powerful. I mean, her average second serve speed's around 76 miles per hour.
Oh, it hit a line, but the wrong one.
She's okay.
Well, she's very flexible. That's a good thing. It does jolt you though when your foot goes, you're trying to push off and it just slides from underneath you. That's when you can hurt your knee. It's well saved.
Also shows you she's not really reading Eala's game at the moment. And that is a very comfortable service hold. Eala pushing ahead in this opening set.
Eala leads 4 games to 3, first set.
Oh, it's everything that we wanted really. That's a super match so far, and Eala just not overawed at all about being on centre court playing the defending champion, and she certainly has, you know, in her mind the focus of what she wants to do, and she's just carrying on doing it, playing her own game.
It's not what Swiatek wants. I mean, we're all enjoying this. She isn't. So what is she? What's her move now?
Swiatek, well, look, take care of her own service games, but I would like to see her try and take control. I just wonder, we've seen her standing further back to return serve. We've touched on the fact Eala doesn't possess the fastest serve. In fact, her serve, on average, first and second, is the slowest of all the women inside the world's top 50.
Time.
But I just sense that the confidence is not quite there yet. Iga's looking to try and build the point from the baseline, but I think she should park it. I think she should go bigger early on in the point, and except she may hit one or two errors that she doesn't like, but she's doing that anyway.
But I always think when Swiatek's at her best, she is kind of in your face. You know, that the steps she takes, she's buzzy with her energy. She doesn't feel like that when she's returning serve so far.
Champion with new ball serving from the raw box end. Did go up an early break, but was immediately pegged back.
point on her serve for once.
First serve percentage creeping up. I do think, I mean, last year it came as such a surprise for everyone that Iga won the title here. However, she did have a good run before arriving in Wimbledon, Bad Homburg.
Yes, over in Germany had made the final, didn't she? So she had a lot more confidence coming in here 12 months ago. She hasn't made a tournament final this season, which is unheard of for her.
The last time she made a final was here last year.
What an opportunity here from the young Filipino. Again.
Eala leads 5 games to 3. First set.
Well, we thought this might be in the script. Eala, after going down that early break, has responded brilliantly. Here we are, close on 3/4 of an hour in. Will be the 21-year-old to serve for this opening set. Very rarely see players do their laces up these days. The old shoelace trick, that sort of been consigned to history, or so I thought.
It just looks to me as though Swiatek's very uncertain how to go about this.
I think overall, I think she looks like someone who's lacking confidence right now, Iga Swiatek. She looks vulnerable, and I do think this is one for the taking for Eala.
Well, certainly the first set. Has talked about under Roy de-risking her game and trying to make more balls. So the case out here. We are now a couple of points away from this first set.
To come around the outside of that smash. Bit of slice.
That right thigh is heavily strapped, but it doesn't seem to be affecting her movement.
She's going to miss one or two because she's going after it so much, Eala.
He's not beating you.
It's a slow right.
Right corner. But down the end where Iga's playing right now. Well, she says she loves competing and lives for these pressure moments. It doesn't get too much bigger than this. A defending champion taking on the defending champion on the centre court. But she has now a set point.
Swiatek. What an interesting first serve, because it was only 78 miles an hour, came right off the pace, hit it to the forehand, was maybe thinking she could get a mistake from Swiatek off of that.
Well, that last point played with a lot of care from Swiatek.
Number one in deep returns. Swiatek over 80%, and there was a fantastic one there.
She wants to keep herself in this opening set. Iga says no, I'm hanging about here, and we are back on serve in this opening set.
Eala leads 5 games to 4. That's it.
Well, bringing out the best tennis from Swiatek, going a set point down. She suddenly looked a lot more confident.
Yeah, she just locked in those last 3 points, didn't she? And she was able to maintain control.
It's the thing that Eala cannot come too much off the pace. She can't become too passive, because Swiatek will just step up and take the points. So there's a fine balance to be had. Yeah, look at that forehand right through with the racket head. That felt good.
Time.
Absolutely jam-packed in the grounds again. It's been wonderful to see.
Another glorious day at Wimbledon.
the challenge.
15 all.
Can she compete when she's not on the front foot all the time? And that's how she became #1 in the world, winning all these major titles, dominating tennis, women's tennis for a couple of seasons.
Will Eala just go for it a little bit too much? She's had the set point, that's been and gone.
Big delay between first and second serve.
It was a very close call. I think it was just out. So clever, isn't it? I mean, those slices just going over the net, ball bouncing, those kind of skidding off the court.
With that kind of shot, she does a great job of just disrupting the play for Swiatek.
This first sweep, the ball will stay a little lower, won't it?
Wasn't afraid to take that on, despite being game point down.
That's a clever serve though, isn't it? You take a bit of pace off, you just make sure of it. Slide it out wide. Champions hold. We are level now. This opening set.
5 games all, first set.
Good fight back from Swiatek from being set point down and looking much steadier now.
Yeah, I mean, every point she's played from set point down has been superb.
It took a crisis to align her game. Let's see how Eala responds here.
I like the idea. Even if she had made it, Swiatek was so quick, would have been all over it.
Yeah, it has to be played so well. Drop shot against Swiatek. One of the fastest out there. before. I think her mind just lost focus on that one.
15 all.
Oh, yeah.
This is much better.
15-30.
Doesn't mind driving through a backhand like this. Great ankle.
She gets behind the ball. It just looks like there's less to go wrong off that backhand wing of Swiatek's.
Beautifully done. Well, yet again, Eala's just matching the pace that Swiatek's playing at. Very comfortable. She'd done all the hard work there and got the volley that you want to put away.
40-30.
This was well taken. Right on top of the net as well. Didn't go forward to it.
It's not her natural habitat, is it? Forecourt. Iala might squeeze out of this game.
Yeah.
Going big on that. Not quite with the control.
Good reaction there from mum and dad. That's the way to play it.
Eala.
Uses her legs well, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Because they're both the same height, these two, 5'9".
They're also both Geminis as well.
Oh,
Both had their birthdays during the French Open. But yes, good knowledge on the height front.
see what she was trying to do there, Eala. Cut off the angle, really stepped into the backhand, but didn't really penetrate through the court as much as she would like. It was vulnerable for the next one.
Yeah, she's really trying to sort of fling everything she can down the other end. She's getting very loud at the moment too. It's pretty stressful at 5-all.
Swiatek.
There's a whole lot more fist pumping going on from Swiatek as she's trying to get this break. About it carefully, straight to the Swiatek forehand. She did actually try and go after that second serve, but the ball jumps a little bit more into Swiatek's body.
Is it sometimes harder to return a slower serve?
If it has enough spin on it, it can check on the grass.
Opening set 6-5, Eala.
Eala leads 6 games to 5. First set. Time.
So an awful lot for the defending champion to ponder here. She found a way to get this opening set into the breaker. Swiatek's shoulders as she tries to serve to stay in this opening set for a second time. Don't forget she trailed up 5-3. Eala's already had a set point, could convert it on her server at 5-3. But seems unfazed, and on she goes. It's a bit of a bigger serve from Swiatek. Serve has got better as this set has gone on. I think it really tells on a drive volley where your confidence is at, because you've got to let loose on it. You've really got to get that racket head working. The wobble of the racket head. Yeah, it didn't look any better on the replay, did it? I've got to put that behind her now.
what she's trying to do though. It's a strong court position.
There are times though when you should make the return and not just go for the return. 15-30.
So that was one of those occasions. Yeah. And that's experience, isn't it?
Swiatek in the middle of that point, keeping herself in it.
She's having to soak up a lot, isn't she, before she can get onto the front foot and hit a winner.
She is barely surviving out here in this opening set. To be first to 7. Can you interpret those last signals?
I think to go rotate into it, onto it, maybe up the court, and look right to me. Easier said from there, isn't it, than when you're on court?
So after 68 minutes, we're still going in this opening set.
Through it there.
1-0 Swiatek.
Good footwork there from Swiatek around the ball.
Already this opening set longer. It's taking longer than she won the final 12 months ago. That was it. 57 minutes. She demolished Amanda Anderson over 6-love. 6-love. This is a very different kettle of fish. The pressure of that catch.
All over the top of this bounce.
Wrist return there from Swiatek.
Two in a row.
3-2 Eala.
Giving the advantage back to her opponent.
Eala.
really has been patchy throughout this set from Swiatek.
I mean, to see 3 unforced errors in a row like that is, you know, it's quite shocking really from Swiatek, because you know she makes so many balls usually. Yes, she's aggressive and gets up the court, but she has that margin for error. And, you know, those 3 will not have made her feel very good. Yeah.
It's been that kind of afternoon, hasn't it, for the world number 3? And for all the sort of peaks and troughs of Swiatek's game up here, Eala has stayed very steady and composed. Swing, doesn't she,
yes.
At the back of the court?
Yeah, constantly does it, makes her feel good.
Oh, well, she has put the disappointment of not confirming that set point behind her.
Eala.
Yeah, it just stood up, didn't it? Right in the hit zone for Swiatek. Didn't even have to hit it particularly hard. Actually a miss. Got away with it.
The second one had so much spin on it. Spin it as much as I can to make sure it's not going to drift long.
Just a little gesture from Eala. She's really feeling it from being 5-2 up now, 5-all.
It's been a fairly torturous ride out here for Iga Swiatek. Exactly half an hour since Iga faced set point. She has one of her own hit. She cannot take it. And the drama continues. What a way to open up this middle Saturday on centre court.
Well, I mean, I was not expecting that from the backhand side of Swiatek. It's probably the return that she really wanted.
Yeah.
Off halfway up the net. Extraordinary.
Tension. And that first serve, just 79 miles per hour from Eala. Hardly putting her under huge amounts of pressure.
It's all rather precarious out here, isn't it? So a second set point this time for Eala.
I think Swiatek badly needs a first serve here. Just go for the forehand there with Swiatek. Everything went backhand there.
I think on the big points, surely should be targeting the Swiatek forehand, which has been way more erratic than the backhand in this match. See, she just popped up as she struck that forehand. By doing so, you do lose a bit of control on the ball.
Second chance now for the champion. On the centre court, and I suspect back in Eala's home of Manila, back in the Philippines as well, where you feel that the entire nation are on the edge of their seats. Right up the court, swung right through. Who's going to hold their nerve? Once again, for the third time at set point. gents now for a third time.
Wow. The difference between the Swiatek backhand and the Swiatek forehand in that point. I mean, she really unleashed on that last backhand, but the forehand, how tight did she look on it?
Very tight. You feel like she's just not middling it at all at the moment. Maybe she doesn't even know where it's going to go. So she's been quite careful with it, just trying to make it, hoping to get a backhand. Martina will have sussed it all out.
Yep. She's with you, Joe. got to stay with that shot.
Eala.
Fourth chance to close out this dramatic opening set. Goes the way of the 21-year-old. She takes it on the tiebreak and wins it by 7 games to 6.
Yep. Exactly what she's doing.
Well. Almost an hour and a half for the first set. It's absolutely extraordinary. And I think everyone's exhausted and needing a break.
Well, she's taking her bag off with her. She doesn't know where to go. Both of them going off, and Swiatek shadow swinging the bad forehands that she's doing, which is not a good thing to give yourself confidence, is it?
She was doing that in her first round match against Taylor Townsend as well. It was a really topsy-turvy match that day, and my goodness, when we look at the first set summary, second serve was a real issue for Iga Swiatek. Alexandra Eala was all over it, but the unforced errors, 27 unforced errors from Iga Swiatek, 15 of those came from her forehand. It was, I mean, those last couple of points in the tiebreak, you could just see she just looked tighter and tighter off that wing.
You could feel it. You really could, coming down the court, and of course your opponent can feel it as well. So I thought Eala actually was very sensible. She played a couple to the backhand, then suddenly switched to the forehand, and that's when you get the mistakes.
There was almost an entire match there, wasn't there? Yeah. In one set.
just realised also where Sarah Irani is and why she's not out here supporting.